going here. So in this video I'm going to show you an exercise that I used to do a lot when building my picking technique. So I've been looking over some old practice journals. I remember doing this quite a lot, so it's a very effective one to get your synchronization together. And another plus side here is that whether you like economy picking or alternate picking, it doesn't matter, because as Frank Gambale says, you can't sweep on one string. So you need to work on a lot of single string exercises to be able to improve both your alternate picking and your economy picking. I'm going to show you two ways of doing this exercise. One is the more systematic way that I use the most, but I've also used this one as a tool to help me see scales better. So basically doing it diatonically. And doing something diatonically just means that you follow a certain tonality. It doesn't really matter, whatever scale you're working on currently, you can apply this exercise to. So this one is built on moving accents. And what I mean by that is that if we have, let's say, 5, 6, 7 here, so we got 3 notes, but on top of that we're going to apply a pattern of 4 notes. And we're just going to do this way. We're only going to go ascending or descending. And I'm going to show you when you do, which one you do at what point. But the whole moving accent thing comes in when you see this group of 3 notes phrased in groups of 4. So that's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And if you turn it around, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you basically get 3 different phrases here. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. You get this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the moving accent then comes in when you do this. So you basically go from the index finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the accent moves to the second finger, and then the third finger. So once you've done that in one position, you move on 1 fret up or down, depending on what direction you're moving in. So you want to start this down here, the 1st fret. I'm not going to do that because you can't really see it. So I'm going to start from here, but when you do this yourself, make sure you start from the 1st fret. So if we just apply this with 1, 2, 3 first, start with a downstroke. So since it's an even number of the group we're playing, all the ones in the actual group of 4 will be a downstroke. So you can keep track of that as well. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you get into this, I would recommend that you start using a metronome as well. So if we put a metronome at 50 BPMs here, quite slow. So you need to get into the groups of 4, and you can just start doing this. So every click will be on the accent here. So and so on. Now, you don't need to look at your fretboard when you do this or really overdo the accent in the right hand. Instead, I would advise you to even closing your eyes, because they found that closing your eyes will make you focus more on what you're hearing. And when you do that, try to visualize what you're doing on the fretboard. That's another thing they found is very effective for basically getting better at any type of technique on any instrument, because we're teaching our brain here by sending signals to the brain, from the brain to the fingers, and the clearer we can be of what we're actually trying to do, the more effective the exercise will be. So I know this might sound a bit weird, but if you just sit upright, close your eyes, and then play the exercise, it will be better for your posture and for your neck, and also better for your ears and for your technique in the long run. So it's a really important thing to do that. So it's just the same thing. I'm just visualizing this in my mind, so I really see and feel each finger here. Anyway, you do that all the way up the fretboard, and then you restart at the highest fret and go down. And so on all the way down. And then you can decide to do that on all strings or go to a new finger combination. If you do the systematic way, then you need to also go through 1, 2, 4. Same idea, you go up and then you go down, and also 1, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. Now, you don't have to do all 4, obviously, so if you want to do this systematic approach but not do all combinations, I would suggest that you start by doing 1, 2, 4 and 1, 3, 4, since those are the fingerings that will show up in actual scales. And then do that on all strings. And obviously this will take a while, but it's time very well spent, I feel, for getting your picking synchronization together. And for the diatonic stuff, if we just take the G major scale, for example, so start here on F sharp. Now you just need to go up and then down, and then you go to the next string and so on. So it's a bit quicker. But if you want to spend more time on that, you can decide to do like, well, I'm going to do G major, G minor, or maybe you do just some other key. Maybe you do G major and go through the cycle of fifths or whatever. Maybe you do a few different keys here, because basically it's going to take you way less time to do it diatonically, because you're not playing every fret, and also you only have one fingering here. So, but the idea is the same though. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way up, and then you go back, starting at the top, and then you do it backwards. So. And so on. So that's the whole thing. If you want access to over 200 lessons with tabs, including my Lick of the Day series, you can sign up via the link in the description. And besides that, if you're still watching at this point but you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. It helps the channel a lot, and you're sure not to miss any lesson. Back in the day, I used to have real issues with fast alternate picking when it came to 2 notes per string. I was fine with 3 notes per string, but the 2 notes per string thing was a bit harder to crack. So if you struggle with fast alternate picking as well, and you don't know what to practice or for how long, I've created the perfect solution for you in the form of the Pentatonic Picking Power Book. So in this book, you'll find a daily workout that will not only help your pentatonic picking, but will also upgrade your overall alternate picking technique. So it contains basically the same exercises I use myself to develop my picking abilities, as well as numerous students over the years that I've given the same exercise to with great results. So I know these exercises work as long as you put in the work. So it's not a quick solution or quick fix. It will still take a lot of work, but at least you have a very easy to follow routine. So if you're up for a big alternate picking upgrade in 2024, I cannot think of a better start.